Thank you very much.
I'll go for the hat trick, as they say.
Okay, relax, take it easy. Here comes your first question. It's worth 100 euros.
Okay, for 100 euros. What do monks traditionally wear? Precedent, tradition, habit, custom. That'd be habit.
Good start. You have 100 euros. Good. Here's 200 euros worth.
Who wrote the epic poem Paradise Lost? Mickey, Milton, Minnie Mouse. That'd be John Milton.
You think it's B.
That was probably the closest I could probably
It's
get
right.
to getting
You have 200 euros.
back. I know about audio, and actually when I used to do it for commentary, I usually could get
So
4
far,
in a row
so good.
actual commentary.
Take a look at
without
this
the
for
finance
300
problem,
euros.
so. Which of the following is not a citrus fruit? Banana, lime, lemon, orange. That'd be banana.
You think it's A. Very well done. You have 300 euros. Answer this one. It'll take you up to 500 euros.
Okay. Complete the Beach Boys song title. I get a square, a triangle, a rectangle, around. That'd be I get around.
You think it's D.
Now, let's hear the song first time from
That's the right
Skip
answer.
versus
500
Skip
euros
versus
for you.
technology from regular show.
Remember, you still have all 3 lifelines left. Great start. Here's the next question for 1,000 euros. Get this, and that's the least that you can leave with. Here's the question. Take your time.
Moral, bullet, agaric, and wax cap are all examples of dogs, cats, donkeys, mushrooms. That'd be mushrooms.
Final answer is D. Shall we go to orange? To guarantee yourself 1,000 euros, you needed to get this right. You did. Well done. Congratulations to you. You've won 1,000 euros. Whatever happens now, you have that in the bank. Have a look at the next one for 2,000 euros. You might as well have a go at it.
Okay. For 2,000. Which of these are traditionally kept in a humidor? Mushrooms, cheeses, terrapins, cigars. That'd be cigars.
You think it's D. You just doubled your money. You have 2,000 euros. From now on, the amount of money starts to rise pretty steeply. You are now just 9 questions away from the 1 million mark, but if you get this wrong, you could lose 1,000 euros. Take a look at this for 4,000 euros.
Okay, for 4,000. The center of the atom is called the nucleus, molecule, electron, fusion. That'd be a nucleus.
You think it's A. The money is mounting up. You have 4,000 euros. Question 8 is worth 8,000 euros. Remember, though, there is a built-in loss of 3,000 euros if you get it wrong. Take a look at the question.
Okay, halfway point in this example. Where was Britney Spears born? Louisiana, Mexico, Alaska, Honduras. That'd be Louisiana.
You think it's A. You had 4,000 euros. You now have 8,000 euros. You're on 8,000 euros. The next question is worth 16,000. Concentrate. Think about the answer. Here goes.
Okay, 16,000. I'm expecting a native question at 16,000, actually, for this game. This attempt, I should say. Balboa is the unit of currency in Paris, Milan, Cuba, Panama. That'd be Panama, because Milan has the lira,
You think it's D.
Paris has the franc, and then Cuba has the
Well done. You
peso.
just won 16,000 euros.
I think I have a very small, but I think it's a 10-cent Balboa coin. It's I think gold plated from 1907 my numismatist collection. So
You still have all 3 lifelines left. You have 50-50, phone a friend, and ask the audience. The last answer got you 16,000 euros. You are flying. Here is 32 grand's worth. Look it over, think it over, decide whether you want to go for it.
okay, 32,000. The calendar predominantly used in the Western world today is the Muslim calendar, Gregorian calendar, Julian calendar, Jewish calendar. That'd be the Gregorian calendar,
You think it's B.
because Julian was the old one, actually.
You needed to get this right to reach 32,000 euros. And you did. It's
That's
the right answer.
40 in a row so far, which doesn't happen too often, actually. So I very rarely could get a streak of 50 in this game. Like I said before, my all-time record is 67 in a row, my all-time record, which is 4.5 games.
That was brilliant. I'm writing you out a check for at least 32,000 euros, but I would much rather write you out one for at least 64,000 euros. Have a look at this. You have nothing to lose. Try it for the crack.
Okay, 64,000. Who was the first president of the Gaelic Athletic Association? Maurice Davine, Peter Kelly, Sean Ryan, Edward Bennett. That'd be Maurice Davin.
You think it's A. 32,000 euros is a lot of money. But so is 64,000, which is what you've just won. The next question is question 12. If you get this, you will be just 3 questions away from 1 million. You are guaranteed 32,000. You're currently on 64,000 euros, and this one could get you a cool 125,000. Now relax, take your time, get ready for the question.
Okay, for 125. Who wrote A Quiver Full of Arrows? Patricia Cornwall, Jack Higgins, Jeffrey Archer, John Grisham. That'd be Jeffrey Archer.
You think it's C. It must be quite a feeling having a check for 64,000 euros. How does it feel to have one for 125,000? It's the right answer. You have 125,000 euros. We are Delira and Exira for you. You now have question 13. It's worth €250,000. You don't have to play it. You can take the money you run, but it doesn't cost a cent to look at it. Here it is.
Okay, for 250. Which famous composer said, "I shall hear in heaven"? Ludwig van Beethoven, Friedrich Chopin, Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart, Giuseppe Verdi. Debbie Beethoven.
You
It's
think
rather
it's
ironic
A.
because Beethoven was deaf, so he can hear in heaven, so...
You could have walked away with a check for €125,000. You can't now. Now if you walk away, you will leave with $250,000.
$500,000 again, so...
You are now just 2 questions away from €1,000,000. Whatever happens, you have done remarkably well. You have 250,000. You now have the chance to play for $500,000. Look at the question, reason it through, decide whether or not you want to play. Remember, get this wrong, you will go right back to €32,000. So, take your time. Here is the question.
Okay, for $500,000. What is a cranog? A fish? An insect? A treehouse? A lake dwelling? That'd be a lake dwelling.
You think it's D.
I think I talked about this in my last game,
Well,
actually.
you are either going to win €500,000 or lose 218,000. One or the other. You made your call. You went for it. Congratulations, you're now worth €500,000.
As for this one, because both Abyssinian and Social Lane are going, I'll say...
You still have all 3 lifelines left. You have 50-50, phone a friend, and ask the
Wellington
audience.
Booth, which would be...
You have won €500,000, but we would love to see you leave the game as a millionaire. You have done fantastically well. The next question is all that stands in your way. Get it right, you have won €1,000,000. Remember, you don't have to go for it. You can quit right now and not risk losing what you have won. Whatever your decision, we wish you the best of luck, and congratulations for being a great contestant. This is the question for €1,000,000.
Okay. What you got me for the million, Gabo? What you got for me for the mill? Who wrote The Pilgrim's Progress? John Milton, John Bunyan, John Donne, John Gay. That'd be John Bunyan.
You think it's B. When you started this game, there were 15 questions between you and €1,000,000. You gave it your best shot. You climbed all the way to the top until there was only 1 question to go, and then you chose your answer and decided to play. The result is that you have done it. You have won €1,000,000. Congratulations, you're a millionaire.
Draw card game number 145 and 3rd for today, and also 3rd in a row so far. I think Bakes is one of about, I honestly is one of about maybe 20 times I've gone through in a row, actually. The last one I did was version 40, season 10, episode 1 premiere of the Millionaire Chill Show. So that was a 51 actually I got, so. Okay. Thanks for watching.